Alright, birthday Howard, birthday Oshai, birthday Howard, birthday Oshai. Kawapalaya Hawabashi Oshai, Bahachim Kakadash. Double honor to the elder apostle of Great Milton. We will extend citation to the Akin and preaching the truth across the four corners of the earth to the fear and power Hawabashi Oshai of the hope of elect. Extend citation to the Israelite foreigner that was gathered among all the nations. The four corners of the earth that believe in the name of Yahweh Oshai. And put the true correct doctrine of Great Milton to the Rakakadash, the Holy Spirit. The article that expert warned that there has been a dramatic rise in anal cancer in the United States. And what will be the number one cause for that rise of anal cancer in the state? It will be homosexuality. And then you can throw in the woman in there that into anal sex, what the article do mention. But it mainly has to do with homosexuality, which has been running rampant. Been running rampant in the state for the past past 10 years. It's been getting worse and worse each year. It was November 19th, 2 days ago, or yesterday, by Michael Snyder. This is on End of American Dream. End of the American Dream. A shocking new study that was just released has discovered that an epidemic of anal cancers anal cancer is creeping across America. At one time, this sort of cancer was very rare in the United States. But experts are telling us that a shift in sexual behavior has caused a dramatic rise in the disease in the country. Right. And that sexual behavior is what? Homosexuality. And homosexuality what? Lead to anal sex. Of course, this is not the only type of cancer that has been exploding in recent years. Jump down. The rate of new anal cancer diagnosis and death related to HPV, the most common sexually transmitted infection, has increased dramatically over the last 15 years, according to research at the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston. The results of their study were published in November issue of the Journal of the National Cancer Institute. It said, and according to CNN, the increase has been particularly dramatic among a couple of key demographic groups. Our finding the dramatic rise in incidence among black millennials, which is Jake, and white women. We all know that Edomite women are nasty. The rising rate of distant stage diseases and increase in the anal cancer mortality rate are very concerning. The study lead author, Ashish A. Deshmukh, an assistant professor at UT Health School of Public Health, said in a statement, given the historical perceptions that anal cancer is weird, it is often neglected. Right, because now it was weird because we didn't have that much homosexual back then. It was looked down upon, people would hide it. But now it's all out in the forefront, out in the open, right? So let me get the scripture real quick. Isaiah 3 and 9. That's what I was trying to get. Isaiah 3 and 9. The show of their confident do witness against them, and they declared their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Right, and they rewarded evil unto themselves by declaring their sin as Sodom. You know, getting all into this homosexual act, doing anal sex and stuff. They're not ashamed of it, you know. That's why they all have these anal sex. What are you talking about? Anal cancer. Oh, that article I had. There we go. That's too good. That scripture there's gonna be no dynamite. Deuteronomy 23 and 17, there shall be no whore of the daughter of Israel, nor a sodomite of the son of Israel. See? There should be no sodomite of the son of Israel. Look up the word sodomite in the Hebrew. It's a male temper prostitute, but that's not what a sodomite is. It is unclean though. Leviticus 20:13. Leviticus 20:13. If a man ought to lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Right, because it's an abominable act for two men to have sex with each other as if a man having sex with a woman. Okay, you see what it lead to. It lead to confusion, and it lead to anal cancer. Keep on getting plugged up in the butt, you're gonna have cancer in the ass. Leviticus 18 and Leviticus 18 and 22, thou shalt not lie with mankind, with womankind, it's an abomination. See, they'll show you a man's not supposed to lay out with a woman. It's a man. It's an abomination unto the Most High, how about you now child. Now, back to the article. is that there are certainly a lot of reasons, but the study did specifically identify a major change in sexual behavior as one of the key driving factors. Right. The shift in people becoming homosexual and doing anal sex is the main reason why. Since the 1950s, there has been substantial changes in risk factors for anal cancer, including shift in sexual behavior and an increased number of sexual partners, according to the studies, both of which increase likelihood of contracting HPV, right? So all these people, especially among our people, you talk about niggas Native Americans, all are doing more homosexual acts, anal sex, and our women are having multiple sexual partners. They're becoming whore. That's why we read Deuteronomy 23. They're trying to know whores of your daughters. Like it spread disease. When a woman have multiple, when a woman have sex with different men. And these are some of the symptoms of HPV or anal cancer. Back up. The good news is that you can dramatically reduce your chance of getting the disease by avoiding high risk behavior, and that's what not being a homosexual, not doing anal sex. But here it is, you had General Yohana saying you could do it in the butt, but if that's the case, doing the butt, why doing it in the butt leads to anal cancer? Why? Because it's not right. That's unseemly. As I tell you, Roman, we're gonna get that in a minute. Because all these things that you're not supposed to do, there's a consequence for it. And the consequence of having anal sex is what? We'll read in a minute. So to avoid these things, it's not by having anal sex. It's that HPV is the most common sexually transmitted disease, infecting some 79 million Americans. In the benign form, it goes undetected, often subdued by our body immune system. In some cases, though, it produces wart, and if left untreated, more extreme strains of the virus could cause cancer. So that means that nearly 1 out of every 4 Americans has the virus. See, that's high. So every 4 people you come across, one of them have HPV. Instead, these are the different symptoms or the signs of having anal cancer: bleeding from the anus or rectum, pain or pressure in the area around the anus, itching or discharge from the anus, a lump near the anus, a change in bowel habit. See? Got to cut this short. Long time since lunch. Lunch about to be over with. This is Roman. It's a Roman 1 and 24, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up unto uncleanness to the lust of their own heart, which is their mind, and their lust is what? Having sex with a man having sex with another man, their lust, burning. It says that it's honoring their own body between themselves, they're dishonoring their body. Who change the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever, amen. But it's called Yahweh gave them up unto vile affection. Alright, homosexuality, anal sex, all that is a vile affection. But even though women did change the natural youth into that which is against nature. A woman let a man plug him in the butt, or a woman having sex with another woman. Instead, burning their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is uncleanly. and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. It was and that's why they're receiving anal cancer and HPV. They're weeping what they're not supposed to be doing. See? That's it on that. So you want to read an old article, I'll put that on there. You know? But that's one of the reasons why America could be destroyed, all these homosexuals and all these damn diseases, anal cancer going around. It's the Jude 1 and and the angels were kept not their birth estate, but left their own habitation, like it's verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the city about them, in like manner, giving themselves up to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set from their examples, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So the example is already set of what happened when a nation is run off of homosexuality, anal sex and stuff. But you people following Sodom and Gomorrah, y'all gonna receive the same judgment, and that's why America to be burned with fire. So with that, Wat Lababa, Shalom.